Oh, hello. Hello, and welcome to lesson 26 of Let's Learn Lead Guitar. Lesson and tutorial number 26. Thanks for stopping by. It's a beautiful day. Well, today I'm super excited because we're going to be learning harmony notes. Yes, indeed. Harmony notes are two or more notes played at the same time. And the most common in lead guitar are thirds and sixths. Octaves are also used, but those are not technically like this. But those are not technically harmonies. So, a little bit of theory to get out of the way to clarify. Thirds are any two notes that have an interval of 3 between them. So, like a C and an E is a third. So, for instance, here's a C note. And then we go C, D, E. Now, as you notice, that's actually 5 frets. Those are not semitones. Semitones would be these half steps right here. But for whatever the case, a third is by the cardinals, by the alphabetical counting. So, what was I going to say about that? I can't remember. But anyway, here's the scale of C in thirds. It starts on the 5th fret. Oh, I'll show it to you right here. We're going to be doing this top one right here. Woo! Okay? Get your screen cap ready. All right, so here we go. So this starts on the 5th fret. 5th, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 and 10, 12 and 12, 13 and 14, 15 and 16, and then finally 17 and 17. Now, I'm doing this with just my fingers. Oh, what was I? Was it Steve Miller? What band? No, Phil Collins. Was it Journey? Anyway, this guy, he had these two like drumsticks. The bass player has these two drumsticks attached to his fingers and calls it funk fingers. So I'm not going to be doing the funk fingers, but you're supposed to be using the pick or the mediatere or the plectrum, as you will. And I was also watching a video, and some gal, I want to say it's Billie Eyelash, Silly Eyelash, whatever her name is. I don't know if it was her, so I'm just talking garbage right now. But anyway, like usually I'm holding the pick like this, so that's how I do it. But she said to tuck it in like that. And that's how the diagram that I've seen is like that. And then, so I'm just using my 2 fingers, but allegedly you're supposed to be sort of like using the pick and your pointer finger, whatever the finger this is called. I would turn it around, but don't want to be rude. So so let's see if I can do that with this technique. Nah. Well, let's see if I can alternate them. A little bit more successful at that. See, I'm an autodidact on guitar. That means self-taught, as you can probably tell. So Timothy, how are you, sir? What's going on? Do you have your guitar with you? We're learning lead guitar. Let's learn lead guitar all together. How's things upstate? So now what we can do is that we can apply this pattern. It goes all up and down the fretboard, and here I'm going to show it to you on the second, how it looks on the 2nd and 3rd string. Here's another diagram, which I made, and the color coding is to show you which notes are played simultaneously. So, here, get your screen cap ready. Okay. So here we would play these 2 rose pink notes together, and the 2 black notes together, 2 pink ones together, 2 black ones, and all that, and we're going up the board like that, and these would be thirds on the 2nd and 3rd string. So let's hear how that sounds real quick here. Let me get my plectrum in order, see if I can do this. Okay, so bear with me. Now what we can do is we can play this pattern against either a C major chord progression or an A minor chord progression. And just how convenient is it that I have one of those set up right here. So let's try it with the C major at first, and let's see how that sounds. C major chord progression. And this is going to be C, E minor, F, and G. And again, I'm not going to explain how to create these chords because they're quite easily found online. But if you would like me to hold your hand, leave a comment. And also, if you would like me to make available a downloadable file for these that you can view or print or use as Tinder for starting your kindling. Is that right? I could go on, but so if you would like that, leave a comment. And while you're down there in the comments, do me a solid and just subscribe and like or heart wherever you are viewing this, and share it with your friends, because they will be eternally grateful that they too had the opportunity to become a guitar god or goddess, a deity in the pantheon of axe-wielding shredders. Okay, so let's see how this sounds against, what was it going to be, a G? A C major chord progression. So, C. Oh, and I wanted to give a shout out to the new friends and family of the guitar guide, and that's going to be at Fekinel. Excuse my French. Fekinel, and Rory 2205, Todd Ray 76, and Tip of the Mitt. He's a guitarist as well. Capital TIPP _, capital OF _, capital THE _, capital M ITT, Tip of the Mitt. And last but not least, homegirl Britikove way, at Britikove. Let's go. Now let's do these thirds. I'm just doing alternate picking, which means when you go up and down. Oh, I'm doing it. Now we can also play that against an A minor progression. Let's see what that would sound like. This is A minor, D minor, oh, here it comes, D minor, back to A minor, and then here comes an E7. Okay, Okay, you get the idea. So let's try the same pattern against that. Let me get my plectrum. Kind of sad, huh? So that's fun. And evidently as well, we can play this in a G. So let's see how that sounds. So this is going to be a G, it's in the key of G. Right here. Get him up there. Reminds me a bit of some Crosby, Stills, Nash, CSN, as I like to say, or maybe even a little bit of late '60s Floyd, like that song. What's that called? That song where they have the chanting at the end. The reason it sounds kind of weird is that it resolves on the 12th fret. Or the open. And also, the cool thing about these is that, isn't this fun? Are you having a good time? Well, if so, be sure to subscribe. Join the fun family and don't suffer from FOMO and never miss a lesson. And it's more like fun. It's more like play. It's you're learning, but it's just a joy. So what we can do is we can play these thirds also. We've been playing them on the second and third string. Here's the pattern for the first and second string right there. Get your screen cap ready. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. Same pattern, or same G, key of G backing track. And remember, these are color-coded so you know which ones to press at the same time. I hope it's not too confusing. But they all go up from the bottom. So here, for instance, you'd be starting with these two pinks right here, and then these two blacks, and then these two pinks, and then these two blacks, and then these two pinks. You see? Yes, I knew you would. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. And so theoretically, we can play with a different. So let's try it against the major major C. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, so sad. I'm gonna cry. That's a bit saccharine, isn't it? Saccharine. That's perfectly named sweetener product, isn't it? It's bittersweet. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna freeball it and see how that sounds, because it's more fun. Okay, and then the final part is that we can also play these on the 4th and 5th strings, which is also valid for the 4th and 3rd strings as well, and the 6th and 5th strings. But in this example, we're going to be doing it on the 4th and 5th strings. And so here, you can play this pattern on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th string, the 6th strings. So get your screen cap ready. Oh yeah, and last night I finally exported the first of these backing tracks, so be on the lookout for a link to download those backing tracks as well, so you can dive right into the exercises without having to create your own backing tracks. And maybe, you know, you don't have the means. I mean, I know a lot of you probably have cassette players and 8-track decks and phonographs and you know, wax acetates. But you know, if you just want to skip a step, you can just download my backing tracks. And so this is going to be on the 4th and 5th strings. Now the way you do it is like like right here where you begin, this is the key that it's in, is this note right here, the lower of the two. So that's a C. So let's do this in C. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Super fun. I should really get the pick, the plectrum, the mediate there. I should really get that into play because that's more professional, more godlike. More celestial. More heavenly. That wasn't. That's a little bit like the White Album, isn't it? Never had a past. You're the love that lasts forever. I wonder if I'm going to get an off-the-right strike for that. I did one of these videos and it was just a straight, it was just an exercise going like, oh God, okay, so I'm going to get the author strike for this one, but just... it was just a simple fingering exercise like that. That's what she said. And I got a copyright strike for that. And then there's another one where there was one of these chord progressions, I guess, is a song, random. So they struck that one, but hopefully now I won't be struck for... And we can play this against a different, so let's play it against a major G, a G progression. This might actually be blues. Let's hear what this sounds like. Doesn't really sound right, does it? Let's try it against the minor key progression, see if that jibes. So this is the A minor, G minor, and all that. Well, it kind of works. Yeah, it works. It's sort of a distressing dissonance, no? All right, cool. Oh my goodness, this is long. Well, thanks for everyone for stopping by. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and actually, I'm sure that you did. And remember, before tomorrow's lesson 26, you can practice that. Leave me a note if you'd like me to make available downloadable, PDF, some sort of printable, viewable file that you can carve into a wall or a bathroom stall. And while you're at it, share, love, share, subscribe. Bing. All right, all for now. Bisous.